Hi there, welcome to this tutorial for the ukulele play-alongs of Do Re Mi, which can be found on the UkePlayAlongs channel on YouTube. This song has been out for a long time as a play-along for GCEA ukulele, but I've been going back and trying to make baritone videos as well as tutorials and providing a chord chart for all of the songs on the UkePlayAlongs channel. It's going to take years to go back and take care of all 600 or 700 songs that were released without those resources. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate the chords you need to play the song on GCEA ukulele. Then I'll demonstrate the chords you need to play the song on baritone DGBE ukulele. And then I'll talk about strumming, or in this case, picking a little bit as well. If you like ukulele stuff, I would invite you to check out my website at UkeStuff.info. And I would also say that I have some things for sale in a few places on buymeacoffee.com/UkeStuff, Apple Books, Amazon Kindle, and in print from Amazon. I have 3 books of chord melodies that are available, as well as a beginner ukulele book if you know anyone that's beginning to learn how to play ukulele. If you want to support the work that I'm doing here on YouTube and in the ukulele world, there are 3 things you can do. First of all, you can like this video. Second, you can subscribe to both of my YouTube channels, the UkePlayAlongs channel and the UkeStuff channel. And third, you can always buy me a cup of coffee to say thank you for making this content at www.buymeacoffee.com/UkeStuff, or you can make a donation right here on YouTube. All right, let's begin with the chords you need to play Do Re Mi on GCEA soprano concert or tenor ukulele. And I'll be using this instrument. This is my Martin Model 2 that I acquired some time ago. This is a real cannon in terms of volume and tone, made out of solid mahogany. First, you'll need the C chord, then the F chord, then the G7 chord, then the A minor chord, the D7 chord, or what we typically call the Hawaiian D7 chord, the E7 chord, one of my favorite chords, the C7 chord, and the D minor chord. And those are the chords you need to play Do Re Mi on GCEA soprano concert or tenor ukulele. Now let's talk about baritone. On baritone, I'll be using my mainland cedar baritone. And we'll start with the C chord, then the F chord. Now the F chord can be tricky for a beginning player. You want to cover strings 1 and 2 right above the middle first fret and then pull against the fretboard. Your strumming hand or picking hand, that arm, is going to securely hold your ukulele in place so that then you can pull against the fretboard like this direction, literally pulling against the fretboard. That's going to pull those strings down and cut them off at the fret so you get a clear sound. Then you can add your thumb for some light support, but you're still pulling. You want to avoid the pinch as much as you can, and then add 2 fingers. Then the G7 chord, the A minor chord, the D7 chord, the E7 chord, the C7 chord, so make the C chord and then add 2 fingers, and then the D minor chord. And those are the chords you need to play Do Re Mi on baritone DGBE ukulele. Now, as it comes to strumming, please remember that there was no ukulele used in the original version of this song. As a result, there's not one single right answer, and as you listen to the song, I don't think you're going to want to play the same thing the entire length of the song. You're going to want to change it up. Sometimes you might want to pick. Sometimes you might want to strum. You might want to pick one string and then strum with, the rest of the strings. There's lots of things you can do here. But there are 3 rules when it comes to strumming and picking for that matter. Number 1, play the right chord at the right time. Number 2, keep a steady tempo. And that can be tricky with this song because it is from a live performance, and sometimes things speed up a little bit and sometimes they slow down a little bit. So being in sync with the recording can be tricky on this one. And third, make sure that whatever you are playing matches stylistically with the music. As long as you're doing that, you're right. There's no wrong answers here. Now, I do make a suggestion at the beginning of the song, which is for you when you're playing your G chord, To start off by playing strings 4 and 2 alternating. So I would play string 4 with my thumb and string 2 with my pointer finger and go back and forth. Let's start at the very beginning, like that. Now on baritone, it'd be a little different, so let me get my baritone. On baritone, you have different tuning, so you'd want it not to play strings 4 and 2, but when you're making the G chord, now you want to play strings 3 and 1. Let's start at the very beginning, like that at the beginning of the song. I think that will work out really well for you. Then for the rest of the song, you've got to decide what's going to work best for you. And I'm just going to play a C chord here and give you some ideas. One thing you can do is you can go from the lowest note to the highest note. And that's going to differ depending on what instrument you're playing on. So if you're on a re-entrant tune where you've got the high G and then the C versus low G to C, the other way around, your lowest note is that C. So lowest note on the instrument. So if you're going to play a C chord, if you would play 3, 2, 4, 1. The other thing I would say is that in finger picking, a lot of times on ukulele only 3 fingers are used, although there are people who will use 4 at times. Some people only use their thumb, incidentally. But you would generally cover strings 3 and 4 with your thumb, string 2 with the pointer finger like we've already talked about, and then string 1 with the middle finger. And your C chord going up in that pattern would be 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1. And anytime you change a chord, it would be that same way. Let me change the G7. And back to the C. That would work very well. Now on baritone, still on the C chord, the baritone is generally tuned with a low D, so you can just play 4, 3, 2, 1. Do a deer, a female deer, then a G7, re. That would work really well too. Other things you might want to try out occasionally is you might want to try just playing on beats 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Another thing I like doing is playing string 3 and then string 4, and then have a strum in between. 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. And I'm doing that with my thumb alternating between 3 and 4, 3 and 4 with a strum in between. If you miss a note, that's fine. Ultimately, it really doesn't matter what you play, what you pick, whatever, as long as, again, you're playing the right chord at the right time, you are keeping a steady beat, and whatever you are playing matches the style of the music. I will say there is one section of the song that's really tricky. If you're playing along with the video on the first part, if you get to around 4 minutes in, that little thing where each chord gets one beat, I would just strum single down strums on those beats because it moves so quickly. All right, so with those chords and those strumming ideas, that's all you need to do to be successful on Do, Re, Mi from The Sound of Music. I hope you are having a great day, and I'll be back soon with some more Uke stuff for you.